Ready for random?
All right, recording's in progress, as we all know. This is our first time doing this episode. This
Good to
is
see you guys.
this is episode 28, the Adrian Peterson episode, the Quinn Cook episode.
Mhm.
As I just came up with off the top of my head.
NBA champion.
NBA champion Quinn Cook. Luke's here. He just saw a man called Otto for the second time this week. Luke, how was it?
It was just as good as the first time, and I feel like I've said this before, but God, I love a movie that can move me emotionally and gets me chuckling at the same time.
Clark, how
So,
are we?
I'm good. I'm excited for our guest that we have here today. Haven't talked to him in a while. Nervous for this pod, dude. I feel like, I'm not ready.
Something's
Wish we could do like a trial run or something.
Yeah, I wish we could do a trial run. The man joining us today is known by one letter and one letter alone. It is Q himself. He's one of our first repeat guests in a while. I think since either Jarrett or Colin.
Colin, maybe?
Maybe Colin Nelson. And speaking of Colin, I think he had the idea for this episode. Is that right?
That's funny. Yeah. We had Colin on, and the last episode that we did with him was the birds episode. And our man Q here is a massive bird man himself. So I know that had to get under his skin at least a little bit. Minorly.
More so pulled on the heartstrings, but
Yeah.
we could chalk it up as none other than a minor inconvenience.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a transition there. So we got minor inconveniences with Q, aka Luke's brother, aka Bodyweight, aka Survivor Kingston season 1 champion, and we might be sitting with season 2 champion and season 3 champion as well. We'll see. Go to Survivor Kingston on YouTube. So like Q said, minor inconveniences. Nothing major, nothing that's not an inconvenience, if that makes any sense.
And
Are we allowed
we
to
reserve the
veto,
right to
Rossi?
Yeah, let's
I think
veto each
I
other.
think
Go over the rules.
I think the veto process could be in effect this time around. If Clark makes if I make a bad pick, when I make a bad pick,
Yep.
If it's not considered minor or it's not considered an inconvenience for like most people, I think we might have to, hand up. I think I got a veto.
I've got a good rule.
Yeah.
Let's say I take it. You three are the votes.
Okay.
Yep.
Majority rules. Even if it's 2v1.
2 vetoes, it's
gonna
done.
go to
So if somebody says like getting an offender bender, not a minor inconvenience.
No.
veto.
That's too much
Veto.
money.
Veto. Right. Clark,
Thumbs
what was it
down.
like? How'd you put
You're wasting so much time out of your day by being out. Veto.
Like-
Sorry, Rossi.
hypothetically having a Zoom call, recording for 10 minutes, and then it crashing in the middle of it? I think that's major.
That's
Veto.
major.
I think that's a major inconvenience.
That's not minor enough.
Clark, in the group chat, Clark, what you described minor inconvenience in a certain way. That was kind of a good way to put it.
I basically said it's something you'd maybe complain to yourself about, or maybe to a third party, but not a big enough deal to where you're gonna say to that person, "Yo, that's annoying."
Yeah, I think internally I'm saying, ugh.
Yep.
But
Rossi, the fact that your computer crashed, that was annoying.
that was not that was awful. Thank you for
I'm
telling
gonna
me.
tell you.
Not minor, major.
Luke, will
Nope.
you address the elephant in the room that we got going?
Oh no.
Please, it's killing me.
Another major inconvenience. No, not even an inconvenience. Just a major.
Somebody else address it. Because I don't know. I've already forgot it.
No.
It's
Luke's so
basically
sick of-
Rossi and his struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can address that.
Please.
I'll take it from here. Yeah, man. I'm worried about this guy. This dude's been in the trash canister since Thanksgiving. Haven't seen him out of it since. I think I'm gonna hop off the podium tonight, let him get a spot back on there. Dude gets emotional, he gets angry at the end of these calls. Really quick to end the recording. I feel bad for our past few guests because he's basically just spat on him. Spat him out of the call.
Yeah.
People
I
at
thought
work.
that's why Rossi had me back on today.
I was
Could
like,
be.
I'm just trying to get anybody that's been on here.
Needed podium. Called in as a ringer.
I'm getting harassed at work about it. My coworkers who don't even listen, they're like, "You're in the trash can again? You kidding me?" It's terrible. I think. Ooh, I got a good idea. I'm not good at graphic design.
Groucho.
Maybe Sean King can do this for us. Shout out Sean King.
Hmm.
The poster for A Man Called Otto, like a really good movie, but it says A Man Called Oscar, and it's me in a trash can,
Hey,
like Oscar in the Grouch.
there's a
Dude,
vision.
Is that clean?
that is so clean. Yeah, that's a nice looking poster too.
Part of
Luke's
me
gonna
is
love that.
part of me is hoping that more and more people are listening to the podcast and then also voting on the Instagram poll, and they just listen. Like, all right, that one's Rossi's. This is a
Mhm.
great bit. Let's keep it going. I'm not voting for him, even though
Yeah,
it's
I'd
That's
love
probably
that.
it.
I think that's what it is.
That's probably
Yeah.
it, man.
And then they say, okay, that's the guest. We don't want the guest to get last,
True.
so we'll vote for that one every once in a
We'll
while.
give them third or second.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's how I feel. Q over here again. We'll say it. Guest is number one. We've mistakenly said the guest has never lost, or no?
Yeah, I think we've said the guest has never lost. That's not quite true. Since we've been posting the podiums on the Instagram, they have not gotten last.
In the canister
There's
era,
there's no record
Canister
on
era.
our Instagram of them being last.
most
Right.
most fans
Canister
and
era.
statisticians really started to pay attention in the canister era,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and that's all that matters.
After the ABA
Um,
merger, that's
Yeah,
when we
it was
really-
a different game. PC
Yeah,
a free canister.
pre
but
3-point line, Rossi won.
I'm stuck in those. They don't call me a koozie for nothing, right? I'm stuck in my old ways,
Mhm.
and I'm not adapting to the new game apparently.
Good.
So
No,
I'm hoping, as a person who's known to complain on this podcast, that minor inconveniences is where I shine. And as I say that, I know I won't. Let's get into this. I know once we start talking, ideas will get brought up that will open the door for a lot more things I'm going to write down, because I really don't have that many. I don't know about you guys. Do you have a long
I
list?
have plenty.
Plenty?
Mine are very specific.
Okay.
Mhm.
Might not be crowd pleasers, but
Yeah,
They
I've got
shouldn't be.
8 right now, but my list is growing by the second.
All right. We're going to have Clark share his screen with us, if possible.
So it says you disabled it. Do you mind
Oh, no.
enabling it?
I can try, but I'll be honest. Share screen
If not,
options,
maybe you just-
probably.
Or we can just trust you.
Advanced sharing
Mhm.
options.
Or
Yeah,
you
we
can
can
just trust me.
Participants.
Yeah, we can
There.
trust.
Try now. I'll trust you.
All right, we're sharing. All right, we're
Woo.
cruising.
Dodged a bullet with
All right.
that one. Imagine if that didn't work. Oh, look at
Hey,
Clark.
You
we're
as
funny.
is
Now, that doesn't look like the random.org
As
that
is.
I know. But
random.org
Yep.
/list.
/list, that's the one.
Okay.
Use promo code bodyweight.
Body weight.
new
You
interface.
as is our typical move. How should I put these names? in?
The way I see it on my screen is bodyweight, Clark, Luke, and Rossi. So let's just roll with that.
Mhm.
Yep. That looks
All
like
right.
that looks like podium for me. Yep. All right.
Body weight, Clark, Luke, Rossi. Randomize. We've got Clark, Luke, body weight, Rossi.
All right.
That's
Clark.
looking like a. That's
Congrats.
looking like
Question.
a.
Is this a 5-round or 6-rounder?
Let's go 6. I think 6 is our number. Just I like what Luke previously said. First also gets last with that, right?
Right. And the last
Yep.
pick doesn't
You don't wanna screw
also
anyone.
get the last pick. Yeah,
Yep.
last pick of first round would also get the last pick of the draft, which doesn't seem.
Yes.
So-
OP.
So Clark,
All right.
what pick would you like?
Nobody's taking mine. It's okay.
Oh, I get first option here. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the 3.
Okay.
I operate well out of the 3.
I'm not gonna say it.
True.
Take the 3.
I
Clark Marshall spot.
Yep.
I kind of like operating out of this position. I don't know if I operate well out of it, but I like doing it.
Take the
Mhm.
1.
I'm gonna take the 4. I kind of like finishing first. That's kind of what I like to shoot for. So I'm gonna take the 4.
Rossi,
Right,
you can
Q.
start us, man.
Do you want 1 or 2?
I want you to start us.
You want me to start? Oh no. Oh no. That's a minor inconvenience in itself.
Yeah, there we go. Last pick of the randomizer.
So the official order is Rossi, Q, Clark, Luke.
Sounds like
correct?
sounds like a good time.
Luke, do you have any nicknames? You got to have one.
Loose.
Loose, duh.
Lulu.
Clark doesn't seem like a nickname guy to me.
Not really.
Big
Not
A.
until college. I didn't have a single nickname until college.
That's wild. I had some
Harsh.
Clark.
These guys started calling me Big XL.
Very specific.
I know this
Nick
is hard to
Harsh.
believe. I had one of the most beta nicknames of all time in elementary school.
Beta.
One of the most beta nicknames.
Was it beta?
Oh,
No, it's Butterfingers. You
oh,
can't.
that's
You
really
can't have
tough.
that. You can't have that.
Did it have anything to do with your ball catching ability?
I don't really think it did. It was a girl who had a crush on me, and it just
You
it's
had
one of
really
those
soft
elementary school
fingers.
things. No, it was definitely basketball related, but
It was just every time you saw Ross, he had a Butterfingers in his pocket, right, bro?
no, that was
I
a
got
diet.
you, bro. I
That'd be a
got you.
Diet Coke.
Diet
All right.
Coke. Diet
I'm
Coke
just
and
trying to.
Butterfingers.
I'm just trying to delay me making
King
this first.
size.
I'm gonna. Okay. I have
Oh,
the first
is
pick.
Rossi first.
Yeah, I'm first. Okay. There's a few I don't. Okay. This applies to a few situations. I'm gonna give a little prep here. You're sitting on the couch. You're on your phone, maybe. Open up an app.
Yeah.
You want to watch a quick video.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to start. You get an advertisement, whether it be
Mhm.
2 ads of 30 seconds. Even if you get to skip it in 5 seconds, it's 5 seconds too long. I get it. It's a paid thing. I would love to have ads on this show. If there's any sponsors, people listening to us, please, I'll put as many advertisements on this as possible.
That would be a major convenience if you do want to do that. That would-
Mhm.
But advertisements, if you're watching Hulu and you don't pay for ad free, I get you can pay to not have ads. But for us plebes out there,
Mhm.
ads are a pain. The worst example, I think, or best example rather, ESPN app. You want to watch a 6-second highlight, you got to watch a
Bro.
30-second ad to watch
Yep.
Nikhil Alexander Walker throw a pass to CJ McCollum in the corner. He's not on that team.
Bro, that is very inconvenient.
That's a
hate
good
when
one,
I'm
Rossi.
mechanically trying to look at the update for my player,
Yeah,
and I sit there for 30 seconds
awful.
to listen to him talk for 12 seconds. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, he's got
Yep.
great upside.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
So
Well,
you're
I'm taking
going with
ads.
ads.
Video ads.
Video
Yeah,
ads. Okay.
Video ads.
What if you have
we
cable?
got some other
but like
ad
YouTube.
options out there
Billboards.
we can choose from?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Newspaper
Starting us off
ads.
with ads.
Just the idea of ads. Sorry to anybody in marketing, but
Another ESPN quick
oh
inconvenience. When I'm looking through scores, they've got the ads that are right there in the strip
Yeah.
between scores. I swear I'll just brush over it. I don't click it at all, but it just opens
And it
web
opens
browser,
up.
app store.
Oh,
Yep.
Get
Yeah.
out
App
of here.
Store. App Store. Yes.
the App Store one, yeah, double opens. It opens
That's
Safari.
sensitive.
Then.
Yeah.
Sensitive click box.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
that
so
like-
sensitive.
Like splash, no, not splash page ads, but like I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
You know, that's what I'm taking actually.
That is
Oh.
good.
Clark, you up? No, I'm just kidding.
There's certain websites. I think ESPN app's a really good one for that. And then there's like a lot of like this is weird, but like recipe websites. Like I'm
Yeah.
looking at recipes a lot, and there's like it's usually just like a
Littered.
blog. It's usually like a personal blog or something. So they have like ads out the wazoo, and it's just
Gosh.
there's a medicine company. There's whatever.
Yeah. You got your big pop up first, and then you got to disable the cookies or
Yeah.
accept them
Mhm.
or whatever.
It's-
And you
it's
got to
an
read through their
art.
life story about how their Latvian grandmother made this,
Pie. Yeah.
pie.
I do love the jump to recipe button, but so we got Rossi ads, Q ads. Clark, you're up.
I'll take I'll take the other
Oh,
ads.
dude, Rossi.
First
Rossi
round. This is so hard. That was a good take though.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it. I didn't have anything ad related on mine.
Wow.
I didn't either. I wish I did.
Doesn't mean it was a bad pick.
I third
Just
that.
saying.
I third that, Rossi. That's But Rossi, that's hilarious. You're like, yeah, ESPN's really good for that.
No, like,
Like it's good for having ads or something. I think that's what you said.
well, I meant like they're notorious for
Right.
those
They're the
ads.
best at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Clark. Take whatever's going to win the draft.
Well, I wasn't really ads. That was just a bit.
You mind if I go here?
Who's picking?
I think
It's
I am.
Q.
Okay.
It's Q. He doesn't want
again,
recipe.
I don't
ads.
know what to take for round one. They're
Take
all
ads.
almost equivalent. I might piggyback off of ads. No, I'm just kidding. Still running it dry.
That was such a good pick, though.
Speaking of running it dry, now in today's modern world, this might be considered a major inconvenience. So I am prepared to get at least one veto. Yeah. Our lifeline. It's always with us. It's always in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But what about when that lifeline dies?
Yeah.
Your phone.
Mhm.
What phone dies?
works.
And it doesn't matter if you're 2 feet away from a charger. That might be even more inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
minorly
Like,
inconvenient.
I missed it
However
by
you look at it.
5
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah.
Missed it by 5 seconds. But when that lifeline dies, that is my round one pick.
Mhm.
Minor inconvenience. No
I
matter
mean-
where, when, or how.
Definitely more inconvenient.
No, it sucks.
The worst. I
So,
don't know if this is
how
like
many
a separate.
vetoes?
I won't veto.
No, I'm good on that.
I'm
I
not
think it's
vetoing.
major.
That's minor.
It's more. I think
Alright,
it's more
it's-
inconvenient than the ads, but it affects me a lot more for sure, like actively rather than just like passively. But
Right.
Right.
I think the worst part, I don't know if this is a separate pick, I'm going to spoil it anyway, is when you finally plug your phone in, it takes what seems to
What's
be
up with that?
it seems to take an hour to turn back on.
Right.
Now that was what I was going to pick later, but I think that's definitely attached to that same process.
Yeah.
Yeah, you miss it by 2 seconds. You know, you're
Right.
going to plug it in, it dies.
Yep.
It would have
Now
stayed
you're out for
alive.
5 minutes.
You could
But
hop
now,
into
yeah.
a
Sorry.
Regal Theater and watch A Man Called Otto before that thing turns back on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously.
Well, I like that.
All right, Q with 2 picks in the first round.
Was it just 2?
Milk it, Rossi.
Jeez.
I was sold on that. I'm sorry. I'm just a buffoon.
Wait, what did
The
you even
funniest
say?
part was-
ESPN ads or something? Is that what he thought he took?
No, I thought he took just like ads on a web browser.
Right. The
Oh.
funniest part was Quint was like, yeah, I didn't have anything about ads on my list.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I was
Oh.
too zoned in. Or
Other
zoned
than the
out.
one I
you're good.
took.
I thought it was a decent pick. I might take it later.
What you sipping
No,
on, Rossi?
that is good.
Dang.
You got a sponsor that you're sipping on right there? What you got?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's our booch review?
This is just a classic GT's Synergy Raw Kombucha. The only flavor I get is Gingerade. I'm not a big kombucha fan, but I'll mess with Gingerade.
Okay.
right off
You
the
tried
bat.
Leto's line
This
yet?
is not Jared Leto's hard kombucha. I like this a
That
lot. I
stuff's
love
good,
ginger.
apparently.
I love ginger. And there's no added sugar. A
Oh,
lot
same.
of these get you with like 13 grams added sugar.
Oh yeah.
Don't need that in my life. Another potential sponsor, Cheerwine. Shout out
Oh,
Cheerwine.
did
I
you
love
like it?
True One.
Did you like it, Rossi?
Better than Dr.
Ooh.
Pepper.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Luce,
I
hear
like
that?
that.
I only had it one time. I don't know.
Those are
Guys, I'm
fun.
struggling. I'm struggling to figure out. All mine are on like the same tier. I
Let
don't
me
have
tell
one.
you.
I don't have any that
That's
I.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Nothing
Oh, I
now
need to
doing-
get 2 ready. I need to get
They're
2
all
ready.
equally
Yeah,
minor.
you gotta get 2, man. Don't do them
Actually,
too
3
fast.
because
Give me some time.
you guys are vetoing one of mine, so I should get 3.
I've never
True,
had a
true.
veto before. I kind of want to veto something.
I don't want
This may be slightly pandering, but I've experienced it enough to say it's present in my life. So you wake up on a Sunday morning and you're just like, what do I get for food before these football games?
Mm.
And someone's like, oh, let's head to Chick-fil-A.
Mm.
And you just don't realize quite in time to know it's a
Yep.
joke. And you get your hopes up for that split second. So just craving Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
Yeah.
That's
Whether
for
you
some
go
people
there,
for some
whether
people that
you
might be
think about
major.
it.
Yeah. Ross, I know you're not a huge Chick-fil-A guy or whatever.
No, I love Chick-fil-A. I just am not geographically close to one often, but Sundays is typically when I'm like, running around doing some errands, and there is
Mm-hmm.
a Chick-fil-A that's pretty new in this area of stores that's very popular, and I'm like, oh, I'm out. I haven't had fast food this week. Let me just stop and
Let's
get
get it.
a chicken sandwich.
There's no
and
line.
side of-
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
It's
that's
minor. I
the
mean,
worst.
obviously, there's plenty of
It's
other
minor,
food
yeah.
to have.
I'll just get a fillet of fish, but
Exactly.
That's a good
Luke,
pick.
that place.
Thank you.
It's a really
Okay.
good pick.
So what I'm thinking here, before I even say it, guys, in the grand scheme of things, this is minor. Okay, do we all agree?
Getting hit by a car.
I mean, go ahead. Let's hear it.
We'll
Do
tell
we
you
all
if we
agree? I don't want to say anything without full
Okay.
agreement on
Yeah.
this. This
It's
is
minor.
something that, God, dude, just thinking about it. Maybe it is major because this is like this ruins you. This ruins people. Ruins them. This ruins them.
Going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Give me bankruptcy. Okay, I am taking the end of daylight saving time.
No,
That's a great
When you
one.
lose an hour
that's a
of
great
sleep,
pick. It was on my list.
when it starts getting dark way earlier.
4 p.m.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's just like, okay, like grand
That's-
scheme of things.
It's definitely minor.
Yeah,
That's
but
minor.
It's a passive thing. No, that's a great
it
pick.
ruins people though,
Mhm.
Rossi. It does.
Well,
It does.
luckily, we won't have
Mentally,
that for much
emotionally.
longer.
Are we
Right?
outlining? Are we outlining that?
True.
Yeah. Pretty
Okay,
sure
for real?
this is the last time we ever have daylight savings time.
I don't buy it.
After
Wow.
and then
I
next, in November that we will fall back and then never spring forward.
I'm
Our grandkids will not believe this.
I'm scared to
Yeah.
trust
Oh,
you
no
saying this
way.
right now.
Yeah, so you lose
Be
that
like,
hour
"What?
of sleep.
Why would you do that?
That's terrible. You get off work, you go outside.
I mean, the whole point of it was like what, farmers?
Something. Dude.
yeah. something
Okay, farm later.
That's what I heard.
Correct. We don't
Farm later. Yeah.
use a
Farm later.
machine. Nobody farms anymore.
There's no valid reason
Shout out to Arizona.
other than it's the way we do things.
Shout out to Arizona,
Good
right?
pick, Luce.
They don't observe. Or they
Yeah,
do.
I think there's
They've
two
been with
states.
it.
Or the other way around. I don't know what it is, but
No farming in Arizona, I guess. All right. End of daylight savings time, minor inconvenience. For my
I
second
think
one.
it's daylight savings time
yeah, I think it's the opposite.
is the thing you don't like.
Okay.
Because right now we're
Okay,
in
it saves.
If we put daylight savings time,
Oh, wait,
people
no,
know
wait.
what you mean.
daylight
I thought
time
it
is
saved
yeah,
life.
we
We're no,
like.
because you're saving.
We're in
daylight.
standard time.
Yes. No.
We'll make sure we get it right.
Yeah, you guys get the gist.
It's in the
of it.
name,
Whoever,
like-
if you're listening, you guys,
Yeah.
you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's
Um,
ending it because you're saving daylight.
It's when it starts getting that extra hour of sleep. You just wake up just more tired.
Correct.
So sunny, you're trying to drive home, and you're just
You're not,
getting blinded by the
you're not
sun.
tired after work.
Okay, and then my second one on this back to back to start off round two here. This one, I think this one plays well. This is like, I know Rossi's gonna just like get on his knees and praise this one. He's gonna just feel
I can
so
already see it.
understood. He's gonna feel understood after listening to this, because this might not ruin people, but it can ruin your day. It
Mhm.
might not ruin your life, but your day's ruined after this.
Mm-hmm.
You go to a restaurant, you go to get some fast food, whatever it may be. You order a soda. You just need some burning in your throat. You're thirsty. You get it, you take off, whatever. You might go in for that first swig. It is flat. Ordering a soda and it's flat. That is just like, and then you have to go through the trouble of being like, hey, this is flat. Is there any way like I can just get a water or something else? And it's just like,
Now
I
careful.
don't
You already paid for it.
Careful. You can't complain about it because that makes it major.
Hold
the
up.
minor
Can't
inconvenience
address the
having to
issue.
drink that, being forced to
You
drink
gotta,
it.
you gotta drive down the road and drink it.
Definitely a minor inconvenience. That's a good pick. I was about to back my chair up and get out and like start bowing down to you. It wasn't that good of a pick. I mean, for me personally, but
Wait,
You don't feel understood, Rossi?
I McDonald's Diet
Not
Coke
yet.
just never
McDonald's comes
disappoints.
through. McDonald's is good about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had a flat drink from
True.
there,
That's where I'm getting
but
it.
just any
all the time.
restaurant
I think
or
like
whatever it
Burger
may
King
be.
probably leads the league in flat sodas distributed per
Yeah.
capita.
Wow.
They're like some mom and pop restaurant
Yeah,
for some
maybe.
reason. Just been sitting back there for
Or
a
you
week
drink,
or two.
or even if you just like drink it out of a 2 liter,
yeah.
that gets flat in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. You get that first usage. That's the only time you're getting some bubbles. All right. Go ahead, Clark.
Man, I didn't think of any of these really. Well,
Well,
fine.
Rossi,
I'm just on
if
the
that
ad
one didn't
game.
make you feel understood, try this
Mhm.
one on for size.
Good.
So
Being in a trash can.
you every Wednesday you go and draft, and every time you lose. No, so it's a really cold winter day, and let's say you're on the slopes, right? You're on the slopes, you go in, you're trying to warm up, so you
Mhm.
order a hot cocoa, and that first sip, you think it's ready, and that first sip, boom, tongue burnt to a crisp.
Burnt.
Scorched.
2 days, it's cooked.
Done.
You can't taste
At
anything.
least.
You're
Can't
not
even enjoy
using
the
that
drink
thing for
you
2
pulled it.
days.
Yeah.
Just
So-
because you thought that first sip was, you can't even enjoy your hot cocoa.
Right.
Correct. It's
So I'm
correct.
going with burnt tongue.
You're not going
Yeah,
with
that goes for
Burnt
coffee,
hot
hot
chocolate
cocoa.
that's too hot after skiing.
That specific. No, I'm just going with that burnt tongue.
Burnt tongue. Yep. That's a good. pick.
However it hits home for you.
Everybody knows that. Coffee drinkers, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's definitely hot cocoa. After
Are you relating to
about
that,
daylight
Rossi?
savings time, huh?
You on your knees?
I'm not on my knees.
All right, Quint. Take him
Q's
away.
got
Take
you.
him away.
I average less than one hot cocoa per year. So,
Sweep him
You
up.
don't drink
Q.
anything hot?
tea.
No.
Yeah, I guess tea
Okay.
would burn.
He's classy.
No.
He gets you.
All right, let me
Q's
look at
got
my
his dead
list.
phone. What are you gonna pair with that dead phone?
ESPN ads.
Gosh. They're all so equally minor, and then they're not
Yeah.
good.
Right.
They're
That's
Wait,
so
what?
specific, too. What can the people relate to? All right. This isn't a steal. Nobody worry. You didn't have this on your list.
We'll see about that.
A little vague, arbitrary, very high level, but simple. When you have to repeat yourself more than once.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That's
I like
One
that.
is okay. One is okay.
Yeah.
Sure, you didn't hear me.
Yeah, you didn't hear me. It's a fair mistake. But twice? Were you even trying to listen the second time?
What's your excuse this time?
Yep. Now you guys know Luke. You've listened to the show long enough. He's self-admitted. His mumbling.
Dude, I'm in this. I
That's
I
right.
mumble too.
Mhm.
And so do I. I think it runs in the family.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right
You
here.
guilty sometimes.
Yep.
So sometimes it's on me.
Yep.
But that second repeat,
Too much.
Where I purposely
inconvenient.
speak more clear,
Yeah.
I'm
The thing-
inconvenienced.
The thing to me is, I feel bad at that point. I feel like I'm an inconvenience to the person
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
saying what for that, and I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I said I feel bad. I'm like, I don't know how to enunciate. I don't. I'm trying. I'm trying my best here. So yes,
Yeah.
I completely understand. And then
The
just
worst.
for
Yeah. The
feeling bad,
worst
I'm like,
is like I'll be in the car, and Elise will be in the passenger seat, and there'll be maybe music on, and I'll say something. I'll ask her a question, and she'll just she'll nod, say yeah, and I'm like, she just had no idea what I said, and she just said yeah anyway because it happens so often.
yeah, here comes the
Dang.
watch.
And then I'll be
Here
like-
comes the watch.
And she'll be like, I'm like, did you hear what I said? And she'll be like, no. I'm like, just ask.
Nope.
Just ask. It's not inconvenient
I don't really
to
care.
repeat once, but repeating a second
Yeah.
time, that's where you're good. That's like you said. It's after the
Yep.
first repeat.
Listen, babe, I'll give you one.
I talk fast and I mumble. Apparently.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. Now that one I'm close
Nice.
to getting on the knees and praising. That was a good pick.
Ooh.
That was a good pick.
I think
He's
I'm gonna
coming
get a lot
around.
that resonate with Rossi, the other married man in the chat here.
Yeah. Yeah. That might be it. All right. I'm back on the
Is
clock.
Rossi not
The
married?
old ball and
I'm
chain.
not married.
Okay.
Maybe by the time this comes out, I will be. Who knows?
I don't know why I thought that. I just assumed it.
I was just going along with it at this point.
Oh, I thought it was a bit too.
I was trying to like show my finger, like there's no ring on my finger.
Oh yeah.
Dropping subtle hints all night.
Yeah, they paid you to say that one.
Oh.
All right. Let's say this. Set the
God,
scene
man.
for this one.
Mhm.
You're up late at night on a Wednesday night podcasting with the boys.
Yes.
You stay up a little later than you wanted to. You're catching up on your YouTube videos. Those ads make it take longer than you wanted it to.
Mhm.
You go to bed. You wake up. Oh, you're all groggy. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:27. When's your alarm going off? 8:30. It's like the worst thing, and not
Right.
quite the worst thing because it's just a minor inconvenience. But waking up minutes before your
Just
alarm
one
goes
of-
off. If you wake up an
I like
hour
that.
before, I'm back in bed. I'm sleeping. 10 minutes.
Mhm.
10 minutes maybe.
Great.
I'm even going back to sleep. But if it's like
Those 3, you're just
those 3 minutes,
well,
like you're
here it
kidding me.
comes.
Yep.
I've heard that complaint. I think I'm on the opposite side of that, but I definitely see the argument for it being a pain.
You vetoing?
No. No, that's a minor convenience for me. I wake up, I'm like,
You
On it,
prefer that.
Luke,
You don't
I think I tend to agree
I'm like,
because as
I'm
a guy
thankful
who
my
has
alarm.
as a guy who has a hard time waking up in the morning,
Mhm.
Oh, I do.
if I wake up and it's on time,
Mhm.
I'm starting off the day well.
Yeah,
And if I'm not having to be forced up by a annoying sound or something.
dude. Yeah, goodness.
But
the
I
thing for
understand the
me-
sentiment.
All right, so I'm actually going to take ESPN ads with that instead. No, I'm
I
standing
thought
by
you,
it.
My
I
third
thought
pick,
you were
okay.
gonna take ads keeping you up later at night.
They do. All right. That's my second pick.
Hold
Next
on, Rossi.
pick.
You a first alarm guy?
Oh no, I'm like a fourth alarm guy,
You a snoozer? Oh, okay.
and I'm a big counting guy. This is really weird that alarm will go off. 10 minutes, I'll go buy another one, and then I'll turn that one off. Maybe another one, and then after that one, I'm just like, all right, give me 2 minutes of just laying here. I was counting my head to 120. And then
I'm with that.
I might fall back asleep
Cheat code.
or I'll lose track.
My fault.
So it's not a good method.
I'll count 120 sheep.
Yeah,
Count sheep.
in my head.
that's what it is. It's an issue. All right.
I like it.
Okay. Waking up before your alarm, moments before your alarm goes off.
Yep.
Next one. All right. Starting a group chat with the boys. Maybe you're trying to plan a podcast.
Mhm.
Luke, add him to the chat. Clark, add him to the chat. Q, add him to the chat. Start typing it. You press send and it's green.
Oh,
A green text message.
Yuck.
That showed me to my core.
That in alone makes me quiver. But when somebody reacts to the message, it's even worse.
ooh.
And they ha and it says, Luke, you have a question or a veto? You vetoing?
I'm vetoing. That's major.
Don't make me get on my knees.
That's where I draw the line.
Do we have another veto?
No, I'm memeing.
No, that's clean.
Okay.
That's good.
Because it sucks when it says Clark disliked Luke. I'll be on in 10 minutes. Sorry, I'm running late. I hate when that happens.
Hold up. Didn't they fix that though?
I don't know.
I
don't
want to
have
say
the
with the
update.
new update, it made those compatible.
Well, let's. Oh,
Could be wrong. But-
I'm still old school.
I'm old
Still
school.
shows for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. It plays then. It plays.
I've ended friendships over it. My fantasy football group chat with my friends, we have to move to Facebook or some other method of messaging.
Bro.
Because can't have it on Messenger.
No, you should have just kicked the guy out of the league.
It's tempting.
Yeah.
That's where you draw the line.
But I think there's more than one. That's the issue. And I'm not trying to be
yeah.
like a slave to the Apple, but that's where we are in this world.
It's convenient. That's why we do it.
Yep.
Right. Also, I'm so
I'm a
old
sheep.
school. Even when someone edits a text, it'll say like Clark edited, and then it'll put it in quotes and say what you changed it to.
Oh, I never edited text.
So I don't know which one to even react to.
That's fair.
Do I react to the old one? Do I react to that The
Yep,
thing that
same
said
list.
Clark edited.
Damn.
Luke
Yeah,
loves
I'll
Clark
quit editing. I
edited.
didn't realize you didn't have that update.
Bro.
Yep, same.
But I know a lot of people do have it. Ross, you've got it, right?
The update?
Just the edit feature, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
text.
yeah. I just never do it. I just shoot the little asterisk on there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to say edited. You might as well, right?
Does it?
Well,
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna ask, yeah.
it said all it says is it has a little edited small
Yeah.
tag
Oh,
on
that's
under the
nice.
message.
Yeah. it's
That's
okay.
nice.
Whatever. You can see my mistakes. I'm human.
I'm not.
Big XL.
You. Back to you, man.
All right.
Pew!
What is this, round 2?
This is round 3.
We're
Three.
going to 3, man. Swinging
Oh,
back
wow.
on 3.
Time flies when you're having fun with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 4 more picks. I need to choose carefully here. Some of these I really want to get off my chest, as minor as they might be. But again, they're just so specific. I'm going to save them for those later rounds. I'm going to push them down a little bit. Okay. I'm going to set the scene. I'm going to go Rossi mode here, set the scene, because it's more applicable when the scene is set. So you go to Nana's house. You go to-
Nana's house, okay? I can picture
I'm,
a
so,
word
I'm,
there.
so, sorry, Luke's cracking up at me, and that's making me crack up. So you go to Nana's house, Papa's house, you go to your grandparents' house, right?
Oh, grandparents. Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Nana and Jack.
Any grandparents, because that's
Oh.
typically where you might see this inconvenience occur the most. Not much is going on. It's slow. You shoot the breeze with the folks, and you catch up, and then it's just time to hang out. You know, what do you do? What does everyone have in common? Television. So we're gonna go turn on the TV, but twofold here.
This is going all over the place.
Maybe I don't know if
where
this is legal. I don't know if this is legal. Can't find the remote
Yeah, that's good.
because it's always lost at the grandparents. It's always lost at the house that's not yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
At your place, you know, it's not lost for more than
I don't know if that's
2
true.
It's on the coffee table.
You know where to look. Rossi, really?
Yep.
I'm pretty bad with the remote sometimes.
Mm.
Well, so that's just the appetizer and the inconvenience here. You find a remote.
Wait, what?
It's not the right one, because there's 3 or 4, and they all do something
Okay.
different. Some of them are decoy remotes.
Yeah.
You know
Dude,
those
so
houses
many
with the
decoy
decoy
Old
remotes?
stereo systems and yeah.
Yep. They threw out 10 years ago. They still got the remote for it.
Yeah. So is
Minor inconvenience, because we'll work it out.
sounds
Me and
quite
Mom.
major. That sounds quite major.
No, so we're going wrong.
I'm just gonna say
Lost.
remote issue.
Remote issues.
Remote issues.
So my
Or like foreign remote setup.
There you go.
my girlfriend / wife parents' house, they have like, you know, this nice setup with the TV and the surround sound and everything, but there's like 8 different remotes per thing. It's like it's 2023 now. We can have one remote, I think. Like that's possible. You don't need an Apple TV remote plus the TV remote plus the cable remote plus the speaker remote. I get it. I get
It's a
it.
sign of the times.
I agree. Nana and Papa.
It's another thing we'll be telling our grandkids about. They won't believe us.
Mm-hmm. They
They'll
won't
think
get it,
it's
man.
hilarious. We're making that up.
I just wrote can't find a remote and I was good, but then you kept going and I kind of agreed even more.
So yeah, will you give me a
issues.
bite size?
Remote inconvenience.
Remote issues. Remote minor inconveniences.
Can't find batteries. Screws.
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought you were going with. you can't find it, but when you do find it, it's the wrong one, and the batteries are dead.
Power buttons jammed.
Oh, mine actually. You got to point it at just the right spot.
Yeah,
or
oh,
it's
yeah.
not gonna
Oh,
take.
add
But
it. Remote
There's a
issue.
pillow. There's a
But you
dang
know where it
picture
is
in front of the
exactly.
sensor.
Button gets jammed.
You know
name it.
exactly where it is. I get
Dude,
it.
there's so many remote issues. That's such a great broad thing.
Playing on the away field is tough.
You took
sometimes.
2 first-round picks, 4 third-round picks.
That's value.
That's
God,
value. You can't hate it.
Okay.
Good luck following that, Clark.
How do I? All right, I got one. So everyone loves getting a package on your front door, right? New stuff,
Yes.
right? We
Oh,
love
what a
getting new
feeling.
stuff.
Yes.
So you open it up, take off the wrapping, take it out of the box. And there's just one more thing on it that you got to take off before it's all yours, right? The sticker. You take off the sticker,
Sticker
and it's
goo.
2023, and it still leaves the dang goo on it.
Yeah.
Residue.
And that goo's on there forever.
Yep.
So I'm going
goo.
sticker goo.
Sticker, dude, that sticker goo, that is such a peeve. But it's so
Sometimes,
minor.
hot water, soap, and elbow grease. And it's
Yeah, there's
still
definitely a way to do it, but like, who's taking the time to do
And
that?
it's too much, man. I'm sure there's a way.
Sometimes that doesn't even do it.
Like
Yeah,
I've been buying some like old like PS2 games, N64 games lately, and they get the old sticker. It's like not even worth it. They'll say like Brandon's game. Like,
Just leave it on there, man.
Yes.
Just leave
Yeah.
it.
Those
Or just
GameStop
put it on.
stickers are the worst. Trying
You
to
buy-
pick
yeah,
those off.
Used books for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
That's all I got, Rossi.
that's very good.
All right. I'm going back to back here. I know Rossi's relating to one. Yeah. Yeah.
He's already getting on that knee.
All right. So this was the first one I thought of. I'm going to go ahead and take it now just because it's something that, oh my gosh, it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves out there. And I don't know how many people
Not too
are
big.
like this.
Not too big.
Easy
Yeah,
now.
I'm an easygoing guy, so it's something minor that's going to get to me. Something minor.
Everyone, okay. Yeah.
That's what's going to set me over the edge. So what this is just when you have a longish commute, let's say for example Knoxville to Kingston, that's about 25 to 35 minutes depending on where you're coming from, where you're going, traffic, everything like that. I cannot stand because this is like whenever I'm done in the car with the car ride, my brain is just like I'm so tired afterwards. I hate driving in the rain. You have to be so much more careful. People are splashing stuff up under you. I just feel like I'm just like two hands on the wheel the whole time, sat up. And by the time I'm done, I'm just like, I just use so much brain power. I was so stressed that whole time. I just hate driving on the interstate in the rain, man. Yeah, there's just something about it. I hate hydroplaning, and then for the rest of the trip, my heart's racing. And Rossi, I know you hate that, but I know you like driving in the rain.
No, I despise it. I'm a little scared. It's a little major for me.
Is it major?
Oh.
It's too much.
We have
I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it.
I respect the veto.
I don't want to ruin the quality of conversation.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
talk
still
about
talk
it.
about
Then
it.
you can veto it.
For me, it's just a
Yeah.
little too active of an issue to be a minor inconvenience.
Right. That makes
It's
sense.
like global warming.
Yes.
Right. You gonna take that loose?
Crap.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
Okay.
you're right.
If nobody else
Yeah.
vetoes though, then we're fine.
Yeah, most of the
I
things we're
think I'm-
talking about is like a quick instant,
Hugh?
and I guess this could be something
I'm
that's
not
pretty
vetoing. Sure, it's an inconvenience, but for me personally, it's not major enough to veto.
I am also in that boat. Rossi, I respect your veto, and I want you to
Mhm.
But I
Keep
also
that
did
hair
just get
trigger.
new wipers. I got new wipers recently. I think that helps a lot. Got the Rain X.
So that makes
the
it minor.
whole-
That makes it more minor.
Dude, it's so minor. It's almost like you don't even have to turn the windshield wipers on. When you got that bad boy primed and that Rain X applied,
I might need to get
what
that.
rain?
you
I
want
hate,
it
I
to
hate
rain.
driving in the rain.
Oh, me too, Ross.
As far as inconveniences go, definitely a very good pick.
Okay, thank you. I respect the major because that, like I said, that was the first thing I thought of. It was raining when we first pitched it. I was like, hey, let's do this with Quint. It was raining and I was about to drive home. And when I got home, I was like, I'm starting a list. I was like, that was just so inconvenient. If it was like dry out, I'd be leaned back with one hand on the wheel, chilling. But I had to sit up the whole time, two hands on. Like
Hit that 10 too.
that's inconvenient, and it just adds like 5-10 minutes to your drive. Like,
Yep.
I guess it depends on the
Always.
length, but just with like traffic and big trucks going slow, it's just man, it's
It
just
is
so
a-
broad. It's like
It is a
remote issue.
major inconvenience.
Driving in rain.
Becoming
issue.
more and more major.
Yeah.
And you get in the car
You gotta start talking it up.
Okay, this one's like so. Okay, so I just took one that was pushing major. I'm gonna take one that's pushing
P.
not inconvenient.
Push.
To try to balance out my team. Okay, I want us
Yeah,
all to
you're
be on the same page here. This is something that just like, first off, it's almost inconvenient that I'm doing this, and then on top of this, you're gonna do this to mess it. Like, all right, let me just paint the picture.
Mhm.
Father's Day, 2016. You're out there with your family, hiking up a mountain, whatever. I don't know the year, but let's just go back to 2016 for a second.
Good year. Good
Hiking
year.
up the mountain. Hey, let's get a picture. Look at this view. This is beautiful. Everybody get in. Let's take a picture. Hey, will you take this picture for us, please? Sure. Then you're in the
Oh,
photo. You got to crop.
Mm.
You got to like. It just ruins the vibe. Sometimes it ruins the, I don't know, the frame.
yeah, the exposure and the
Yeah,
said-
yeah.
sorry,
The
the
exposure,
lighting's
everything,
not
finger
right,
everything.
finger in the
blurry.
photo is what he said.
Finger
Right.
in the
Look, I think
photo.
I think this is the epitome of a minor inconvenience because it
Yeah.
fits Clark's definition perfectly. That's not
Yeah.
going to be something that you ever address to the photo taker.
No,
Right.
you're just gonna look
"You
at
mind
it and be like,
retaking? It wasn't good enough."
Some
you
people
know.
might, but I'm not that person.
And
Definitely.
no,
most
you're gonna wait for the next person to come up.
Yeah,
You're gonna let
Yeah.
them go. Wait for the
Yeah.
next, be like,
Oh,
hey,
thank you.
try
Thank
this
you.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks
Stay
great.
there. Stay there.
Yeah. Has anybody ever told anybody to like retake a picture when they like just take, they
I
say,
don't think
"Let me
so
know if
because
Yeah,
you're
first
already
off,
like
it's-
stopping them.
Yeah. First off, you're asking them to do something for you. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's not good
yeah,
enough.
right.
Yeah.
Will you?
But
When
And
someone-
it's just like it's already annoying enough to like be there, like grouped up in the picture, like you're
Mhm.
trying to enjoy the scenery, which is fine. Like, oh, we'll get a picture, but
Mm-hmm.
then that just drags it off, and it's like, all right, this is starting to get inconvenient. This
is it-
photo's ruined.
is it Google that has the new phone that has like the magic eraser thing?
Yeah, I wonder how that
Mhm.
works with it.
Kind of sick.
Yeah, that'd be kind of clean. I can't wait for Apple to pick that up. Then it's gonna be really cool.
Let's hope so.
We're slaves, Ralphie, right?
Bah, I'm a sheep.
Then I'll use it.
All right, yeah,
Oh.
I'm done. I think that was pretty solid back to
That was good
back.
mix.
I don't know how people are going to judge who wins this. Like,
So broad.
Just their
I guess
experience.
it's
man.
relatable.
Jeez. All right. Gee, man.
Mm-hmm.
The
Dude, I'm getting worried.
Jeez.
I don't know if I've got
What?
two that are sneaking through.
Yes, you do.
So we got 3 more to take. All right.
Two?
How do I do this? How do I
You have
finish
two. Luke
strong?
is 3.
Okay, I got it going. So this was relevant in my life about a month ago. So I don't wrap gifts that often. Usually about once a year. But around a month ago, you start getting out the supplies, get the wrapping paper, get the scissors, you break out the tape, and you can't find the dang end of it.
Yeah, it is.
You can't, you're circling the end of the tape, can't find the end of it. So you just throw it away and get a new one. So I'm just gonna go,
That's
can't
extreme.
find the end of the tape.
That's a good pick.
That's so good.
Packaging tape, I think, is the most common.
Definitely.
item
That's
we
the
have that
biggest
issue.
culprit. Yeah.
Yeah. Hate That's my
And when
least-
you do find it, you're ripping it in half and it's going to peel down the small
Yep.
layer.
If we did a
Yep.
tape draft, packaging tape is the last pick.
Yeah.
Painter's tape.
You're
1-1.
taking painter's tape over that?
Painter's tape 1-1. I love painter's tape.
I'm taking electric tape 1-1.
Electric tape's
What do
nice.
you use? What do you
That's a
use
good
tape
one.
for?
Me?
Yeah,
I tape at work
painter's
all the
tape
time.
is.
Painter's tape to paint, or we host high school basketball games at my court, so we put temporary 3-point lines for high schoolers with painter's tape because it comes off clean.
Okay.
Wow.
I guess
they have to play
I'm
with
thinking
painter's
more of
tape?
like using it for.
I mean, yeah, I
And
painted my
It's intended
basement.
use.
Painted my basement, used it properly.
Okay. All right, you take painter's tape 1-1, man. You're the
I
drafter.
just love how clean it rips off.
You're the winner. You're the winner. There is something nice
the
about
opposite of the winner. I am actively the loser. End of the tape.
You.
Good pick.
Thanks.
So you're throwing it away. That doesn't sound like the Clark Marshall I know. He's gonna sit there until he finds
Yeah,
it.
No,
there's no
I'm
chance
going to
it
waste
goes away.
half an hour and I'm going to find it.
I know you would. All right, Rossi, back to you.
Not what?
He took 2 last time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Clark, is
Before-
it my pick, Clark?
It's your pick. Yeah, go for it.
All right. All right. Real quick, gonna set the scene again. Just buckle down. So you're just on your own. You want to go just take a hike, cool off, relax, like take some pressure off.
Mhm.
You've been stressed lately. You park and you're heading towards the trailhead. All of a sudden, this family has the nerve to ask you to take their picture, right?
You're like, "God, just trying to enjoy the scenery."
So you intentionally put your finger in the camera.
All right, we know where that leads.
That was a good pick.
That one.
All right, I'm gonna take.
All right, this one might get vetoed.
Uh-oh.
And if it doesn't get vetoed,
Frito.
it might rub someone in this chat the wrong way.
I wonder who.
Because we might have an offender on the pod for this minor inconvenience.
We're all sick.
But it definitely pulls on my emotions when people do this. It just tears me up inside. Rossi, get ready to, because I know you're gonna be right here with me, man. Shopping cart return.
Oh yeah.
Those that don't do it,
I
Okay.
hate it.
that is a minor inconvenience.
Yes.
And they're just strewn about all over the parking lot, maybe in a spot, which is even worse.
Like wild
Worst case scenario.
paddle.
Just pushed up on a median.
Mm-hmm.
Some other poor, high school kids got to go get that later.
They block your parking spot. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Dings your car. Yeah. So who's the offender, you think?
The person.
Hey, Clark, I know you're guilty of this.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, we can
Scumbag
go
Clark.
find it in our text.
Oh no.
You're saying that I don't return it?
You've admitted to it.
How could you?
Not a chance.
Oh,
Not
no
a
way.
chance.
You've admitted to
No,
this.
I always return it.
Clark,
Really?
you called a shopping cart or a buggy?
Shopping cart.
Okay, let me look in the text. Let's see if I can pull up something.
You were gonna search.
Not a chance that happened.
Clark screams cart return.
Are you gaslighting me right now?
No.
Are you gaslighting me?
I'm glad to see you've changed your ways, though.
I envision Clark returning
proud of
other
you, Clark.
people's carts for them.
What was that,
I am the
Rossi?
same,
I said
always and forever.
I envision Clark returning other people's carts for them.
Ooh. See, I've done that, but I don't think Clark would.
I don't know the scumbag side of Clark apparently.
Not after what I know
I'm
about Clark.
inconvenienced right now.
Now I will say this is kind of similar to that in regards to putting things away at a grocery store. If there's something I change my mind on, I'm not always going back to where I got it from. Might just be setting it on a different shelf. That's probably scummy too. Definitely
I'm
scummy.
guilty of that scum.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be refrigerated.
Oh,
Rossi.
that's different. If it's refrigerated, I'm putting it back in it.
All right. You're all right, then.
I do respect the people like by the checkout lines and there's like the pop fridge and there's just like a thing of cheese in there, like biscuits or something. It's like, what are we doing? Shopping cart
Rossi,
return's good. Yeah.
You know, so for your next pick, is there someone in this chat, this video that might be an offender?
No, neither of them have to do with
Clark?
other people. Thankfully.
Most
I
of
don't
mine have been. I've been thinking of Clark with all mine, and that's how I sparked.
He does.
That's where I got the
All the
idea.
carbonation out of my soda.
Yeah, he's not a carbonated guy. He forces the rain. All right, my first one. I'm gonna stick with the grocery store theme here.
Ooh, okay.
I was gonna take it later, but maybe it'd be smarter to take it later. But you go into the grocery store, Meijer, Kroger, whatever kind of stores you got, Publix, maybe. I don't know what your Jewel Osco. I don't know what your store of choice is down in Tennessee or Colorado. But you only grab a couple things. Maybe a loaf of bread, thing of peanut butter, some flowers for the wife. You go straight to the self-checkout. You scan the bread, boom, put it in the bag, no problem. You scan something else, put it in the bag. You go to scan the next thing, it's not scanned. You look at the screen, it says, please return unscanned item. And it's like, what are you talking about? I scanned two things, they're both in there. Or it says, please place item in the bagging area.
Shopping baggy area.
Either of the
Yes.
things, both. When you're doing self-checkout, drives me crazy.
Dude.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's a weight distribution issue, but like if you get like a
Yep.
like a greeting
Skill-
card, it
it's
doesn't
a
weigh
skill
enough.
issue.
So is returning a cart. I'd actually.
I wouldn't know.
So I'm just gonna
Then
put
the
Never tried.
self-checkout. I
then
don't
the
know.
employee comes over, they help,
And you're
it's
just like, I'm so
okay,
sorry.
now I'm embarrassed.
I don't know what the issue
Right.
is. Yeah. Minor inconvenience.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That one drives me crazy. If you guys had the option, both lanes are open. Go to the person for ring up or go to self checkout. What are you doing?
Self-checkout 100 times. out of
Self
100.
checkout, unless sometimes nowadays self checkout's a longer line
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah.
everyone feels that way.
Yeah, I guess it depends
Not
on how
me.
much I have. If I have a ton, that's like
Really?
because you can only fit so much over in the bagging area,
Yeah.
right? You know, there's two bags.
If
there.
I've got a cart,
The best is when there's self-checkout, but it's a conveyor belt type thing going and they have like
That's
a little
real?
collection area.
That's the thing.
That's the greatest
never-
thing in the world.
Holy
I've never
crap,
experienced
So you
that.
can just
Really?
you can go crazy.
dude.
But even like regular self-checkouts by me, it's like it used to be like 15 items or less. Now it just says no limit, which is a little
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is a little crazy.
Call
But
me
now
old
also-
fashioned, but I'm
Now you can
going to
do,
the
like-
person every time.
Really. That's definitely old
I'll
fashioned.
wait in a longer
for you.
line to do it.
Wow. That's
Dang.
that southern
true.
charm. You just have to
It's
Yeah.
true. Maybe that's what it is. I don't
It
know.
was that human interaction.
Do
Yeah.
that human interaction. You just
I don't
I need to do that. I
I
just get too
appreciate that
comfortable.
about you.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
do too.
appreciate it about me that I avoid human interaction sometimes. Okay. Took that one. Next one, kind of chalky.
Mm-hmm.
That's some late chalk.
Like Joe.
We got late chalk.
Late chalk. Let's say I'm done recording. Want to sit on the couch, watch some YouTube videos again. Maybe throw on HBO Max.
Skip some ads.
I'm all like set up. I know what I'm going to watch. Sit down, throw a blanket on. I got to pee.
Mhm.
Ruins the moment. Ruins the moment. Got to get up. Hit the baño.
Got to
Yep.
dump.
Or just going right before you go to bed even.
Getting bad. Oh yeah,
Getting cozy, having to
it's
pee.
cold. You get up under those covers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you're with your wife. I
Yeah.
don't know, Roxy. You.
Just me in here. Just me in here.
And then
Cozy alone.
it just hits you full
It does.
bladder.
It's the worst.
And then no. Worse is like the half bladder. That's
And you're
like,
like,
Mhm.
yeah.
I can take
I
care of
can
this
wait.
now, or I know I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
That
Might as well just
decision.
get rid of it now. So
That half bladder hit.
just give me getting cozy and having to pee.
And having half bladder or full bladder.
Having to pee.
Okay.
Number 2 is a different issue. This is just strictly pee.
All right. Number 1.
Number 1.
Back to you, Q.
That's some late chalk.
It's late
Yeah.
chalk.
That is
How
like
do you get that late chalk?
I need to find all the late chalk I can at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my first driving
Oh,
minor inconvenience.
He's got a lot of them.
Is this late chalk?
It's somewhat specific just because this is perhaps my majorest
Oh,
minor inconvenience
okay.
I'm
on
ready.
the road. So,
Veto hands ready.
Park, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the like little blurb to summarize it. Stop sign etiquette. So this
Okay.
gets me more than anything
Stop
else.
sign etiquette. Okay.
Yep.
Dude.
It's
Yeah.
driver's ed 101. It's what you learn, it's what you're tested on, both written and an actual physical driving test.
Mhm.
Yet people still get it wrong.
Correct.
And the worst part about it is most of the time they're trying to be courteous, but it just lends itself to more issues. So
Yeah.
setting the scene, I'm going to pull up to the stop sign. It's a 4-way stop. Car to my right pulls up
Mhm.
well before me. It's
Okay.
sometimes it's close. Sometimes it might be who got there first, right? But well before me. and we're both sitting there. They stop well after me. They give me the wave. Rossi, they give me the wave.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Lurch,
no, you
lurch,
don't be
lurch,
giving the
lurch.
wave. Yeah, you
Bro.
lurch. No, and the worst is when it's a crowded intersection. Maybe there's
Oh.
cars on all four, and then
Mhm.
you're trying to get the orchestrators out there, the traffic cops. Like you just don't. The rules of the road are set, and they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
You're going to get somebody hurt, and that's the last thing that I want to see. So my minor inconvenience, stop sign etiquette. People don't follow
I
it.
love that.
Dude,
And
that's
Q,
so
you
good.
touched on it, dude. I
Guys,
think a lot of times it's because people are trying to be courteous or they're too timid, right? It's
Yep.
like
Yep.
I'd rather you be a little bit on the other end where
Yeah, gotta
maybe
be
it's not your
assertive.
turn, but
guys,
But
at
somebody's
least
got to
we're
do
getting
it.
through.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an even worse case and more dangerous tangent here. Don't think I'm stealing anybody's, but like when you're actually on the road, right? Like, and you're trying to turn somewhere, and someone like might slow down or stop in the middle of the road so that you can
Yeah.
make a turn and like try
That's,
to
Bro,
wave you.
that's different.
I'll go after you, Chief. You get
Especially
out
on
of
like
here.
a 4-lane when
Bro,
you can't
don't get me
see.
started about the 4-lane.
Yeah, when you can't see the other lane of cars that's like coming potentially behind them, and they're trying to wave you on.
They're trying to get you T-boned.
Gosh. They want you in a casket. So
guys, I
sorry
gotta.
to derail Rossi.
waiver,
but
Rossi.
that
The
little
waiver.
wave, you
No,
you
I
nailed
know.
it.
I know Luke's gonna be like, "Well, duh," but it's probably the beta energy in me. But I pull up to
Well,
a stop
duh.
sign a little before somebody else, and they look like they're having a bad day.
You're making it worse.
I'm hitting him with the
Their
wave.
day's worse.
I'm hitting him with the wave.
Their day's worse.
I'm hitting him with the wave.
You just made their day way worse.
I'm like, here you go.
Dude. Okay,
Rossi,
I had a
if
crazy.
it's a tie all day, please be courteous. If you
Yeah.
get there at the same time, wave them on.
Maybe I'm more of a
Please.
tie. Maybe my idea of them getting before me is a little misconstrued in my head. But if it's
Sometimes it
if
can
it's
be close.
significant, if it's significant, I'm
get there.
taking my way. I'm just a little
As long as
cautious.
you're clear, too. If it's
Yeah.
clear, like, hey, we're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
here and you see me the whole way, oh, okay. But if
Yeah,
you're
if
waiting
it's
till
congested, no, way different,
we're
way different. Wait,
making
I'm
eye-
taking my
Right.
spot. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Four-
This
wait,
happened to
wait.
me today. A weird scenario happened today. 4-way stop. One side is a little bit more crowded than the other way,
Mhm.
and I was coming from the way that wasn't as crowded. So we were going through. I go up to the stop sign, and there's a car to my left that had been there before I even pulled up. They had been
Mhm.
stopped before I even came up.
Yeah, they gotta
The
go.
car in front of me had gone. I stop. They don't move for 5-6 seconds.
Oh,
Oh,
Me and the
dude.
car in front of us, we just end up going.
and then they start
I'm-
going.
I look in my rear view, they're still not moving, even while I'm up the hill. I don't
No.
know if it was a car issue.
That's
Then I
beta.
look to the left, and it is backed up so far because they're coming from the busier way. Dude, it was
They're
scared.
scared.
Dude, it
I'm-
was bad. It
I'm
was
beta,
really
but not
bad.
that
And you
beta.
see Rossi there.
I mean,
Oh, I was
if I'm in a roundabout, if I'm in the circular part of the roundabout and I see cars waiting to merge onto it, I'll just stop in the middle of the roundabout. Let them.
Rossi opens the sunroof. Rossi's got the sunroof open. Just like,
Yeah, I got the airline orange glowy sticks.
Flashing his
Go.
headlights at
All
everybody.
right, 4 cars
Yeah.
pull up at the exact same time. 4-way stop. What do you do?
Ooh.
What do you do? Go.
What do you
person
do?
on the right goes first. Next.
Yeah.
But who's to the right?
If you time it, if everyone
then they're
times
right.
it just right, you can all go with and just barely
Yeah.
miss one another.
Right.
Oh, that's a good.
That's
hey,
what you do.
that might be late round chalk. That got us talking more than any other pick.
Yeah,
Dude, I love
That's
that
how you
pick.
know
And
it's
I love that it's
inconvenient.
got nice
Stop
delivery
sign
too.
etiquette
Stop
is
sign
clean.
etiquette.
Anytime you can put
Yeah.
etiquette on the board, it's gonna get you
Dude.
votes.
Yeah.
Got a nice ring to it.
Good
Nice
luck,
late
Clark.
chalk.
I'll say it again. Good luck, Clark. Good luck
I
following
keep having
that.
to go after Q, man.
I'm glad you were specific with stop sign etiquette and not just driving etiquette overall, because that would be a little cheese.
That's
Yep.
a veto. Yeah.
As the kids would say.
Grandma's remote etiquette. Change it.
That's just away field
Stranger
issues.
remote operating etiquette.
Away game remote issues.
Please. That's what I want you to do.
I like that. All right.
This is gonna be one of our longest drafts, but I love it.
Every time
No.
Q's here, man. It gets
We're having
it
fun,
goes-
First one was
man.
longer.
No, this is good because we're setting the scene. We're painting.
Let us have
pictures.
fun.
I am.
This will be a good listen.
My
Okay,
never
so-
mind.
I've got two left. What do I want to end it with?
Yeah.
Geez, do we want to? Okay, I got to get a car one on the board at some point, right?
Mhm.
There's just too much.
I have no
It's
idea
basically a
what I have
category
to.
of its own.
Yeah.
I think they
Oh,
bother me
yeah.
so much. I consider them major. That's my issue.
Yeah.
Well, probably because of the way you drive, man. Like, sounds like you're letting people take advantage of you. All right.
I thought it was the Jeep.
I'm gonna
way,
go.
but
Okay. I'm gonna go with something that's very relevant in my life right now. So it's wintertime, it's cold outside. You dress for it, right? You dress, you bundle up,
but
you got that walk from your car inside to work, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Then you get into work and it's dang hotter than it is in the summertime.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I dressed for colder weather.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't make it 75 inside because I'm all bundled up.
You're layered to the.
Yeah, don't make it where I need shorts in here. Right.
I'm going winter indoor temps.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your dress code at your work? I'm curious.
It's so lax.
So
I
that
wore
helps,
this
probably.
today. Just a green shirt.
A little shirt and some pants.
Nice.
You could
Yeah.
wear shorts and get away with it, probably, couldn't you?
I could wear flip flops, dude.
Could you?
Man.
Probably.
And shorts? With shorts?
See, I can't even imagine like people that have to wear a suit every day. Like that would be even worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
gosh.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I don't know what would happen. Like,
I feel like
I
at one
can't-
time, they're not going to say anything.
right? I don't think
That's
I'm
my
gonna have
hunch.
anyone.
I'm
have
saying
anyone,
from a heat issue.
Oh, sure.
Like you can
That'd be
dress-
hilarious if you like Chacos you could probably get away with, but flip flops. That's a whole different story, dude. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to sneak.
That's
The
a
thing in
honest-
between your toes. No thanks.
Little toe
No,
foam.
I'll wear Sockos to work.
I believe it. Colorado, you can Sacos is like the way of life out there, probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back to back and I'm done.
Wow,
Wow.
Finish strong, Luce.
that's
I
inconvenient.
don't. Okay. So what I'm thinking is,
Just gotta
let's just
follow.
say you've been working 7.5 hours, right?
That's it.
You know, I guess your shift's pretty much almost over. It's been a long day at work. It just feels like you've been on your feet all day doing stuff. Some idiot customer or whatever it may be is over there on the self checkout. You gotta
Figure out how to
override.
scan.
You gotta override.
Gotta come
Okay.
scan your badge.
All right. My pick actually, I'm actually gonna go with I'm gonna say, okay, so this is a great example. Clark was talking about like Christmas season with the wrapping stuff. This happened to me this year and it was very inconvenient. You order something,
Oh.
you order go ahead.
Very?
It was how inconvenient.
This is a minor inconvenience. Let's just put it like that. So this is minorly inconvenient. This is very minorly inconvenient. Let's say you order something, Amazon, whatever it may be, eBay, whatever you order from. You receive that package, super excited to open up, figure out which one it is, where you need to put it, organize, where you're putting the gifts and everything. Open it up. It's the wrong thing. It may not fit. Whatever it may be, it's smashed, whatever it is, you got to go out of your way, go to the UPS store, return it, get it sent back, then wait for it.
I didn't want to be the
Seems
first.
like too
No,
much.
no, but then it
Okay.
comes in before Christmas. You still get it, you still get it on time.
Oh, say, oh yeah, yeah.
Get
You're
it on
good, you're
time
good.
to
No.
no, it gets back to him in
That was
time.
too much.
If you buy
Urgent
something, you have
next
to
day-
return
no,
it.
urgent
It's
next
not
day air on the
minor.
house. Urgent next day air on the house. You don't have to pay.
No, if you have to go out of your way
Oh,
to
that sounds
reorder
clutch.
something, it's not
Urgent
minor.
next day air on the house with a $20 voucher. $20 voucher to the website.
So I mean, right? Like,
So if I miss my flight and have to buy a new one, it's not. It's just no.
No,
I think-
this is
okay.
just a small package.
Yeah.
Like it's a stocking
So-
stuffer. Stocking
a
stuffer.
really small package
Let me put-
that comes in super early, but
And you still have plenty of time to get a new one.
You live right by
Talking
UPS.
separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Is
You
anybody
walk
going to
to
veto?
UPS.
All right. I'm going to take my
I'm
next
veto.
one.
I'm vetoing.
What?
I'm about
Okay.
to
Just
veto.
Rossi. Oh, what?
Sorry,
Dude,
Luce.
it's so minor.
Unanimous veto.
Dude,
If it
that's,
requires you to reorder said gift,
That is the
it's
worst.
not minor.
that's
Yeah.
so that's so
You
inconvenient.
just said your package was smashed or something.
Yeah. Now I will say, if I'm buying something for myself that's small, I probably won't even return it. I just bite the bullet.
Yeah,
But-
because it's a
Same.
minor inconvenience to go get that thing returned.
Get that $20 credit.
Okay, minor inconvenience that you just have to accept it, and I'm a beta. I'm not going to get what I paid for, and you just closet that thing for life. That's my pick, man. Fine. Anybody veto? All right.
Put it on
I'm
the
mixing
board.
that out. I got plenty in the back pocket. We're good. Let me just get all my borderline ones out of the way here.
Yeah.
Okay. Frick. Okay. Let's say, um, let's see. You're at work. You're at work. You're doing stuff in the office. You're trying to be busy, whatever. You get a call from a random number. You kind of get excited. You're like, did somebody find my disc? Is this Survivor reaching out to me? They want me on the show. You know, your mind just like instantly is like, is this an old friend that's reconnecting with me? Your mind just all these different things that you can imagine that could be reaching out to you. You step outside, whatever it may be. You get on there. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. Robocall. Getting those every day. Yada yada.
Robocall.
That's a minor inconvenience.
Yeah, robocall.
That's a good one.
Luce. That's a really good one.
I think
Good
it's
bounce back.
terrible.
You think what?
No, nothing.
Too bad.
You think that's convenient?
I think it's
Are we back to
definitely a
major
minor
inconvenience?
inconvenience. I think it's a minor inconvenience, but I don't think it's a. I just nowadays your phone pops up spam alert. Okay.
Oh, he thinks it's a bad pick.
Yes, I think it's a bad.
Yeah,
pick.
he thinks it's a bad pick.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
I've never been excited for.
I
a
like it,
phone
Luce.
call.
That's a good pick.
I've never been excited for a phone call.
Rossi.
Really? Dude, what if you
That
bought
goes
the disc?
back to you and your human interaction
That's
thing.
possibly
Yeah.
true, but I'm never.
Clark, what do you
So-
think? You see that, you instantly think disc? Well, I
Yeah,
guess people
disc.
text, but
Oh, Luke is at a
calling.
random payphone. He needs me to pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always answer, boys. Always
Somebody
answer.
that I know found a time machine.
Never know.
Found a phone booth.
right. Okay, I got a
Oh, it's
question.
Barack Obama, and he, whatever,
Yeah,
wants to golf.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Rossi, so what about you're getting a new job. This person's asking you to join their team. I don't know. Okay, Rossi,
Scholarship.
good question. So this is the minor inconvenience draft. Am I supposed to be drafting something more inconvenient?
No, that's definitely a minor inconvenience.
Perfect. That's what I
It's
want.
Not for Rossi.
So
All
listen.
right, Rossi. So will you take back that veto you made just because that was almost like convenient to your standards?
I didn't veto. I was
Cool.
the veto was a meme. I just thought I didn't like the pick.
Okay. All right. And then my last pick.
Again, if somebody's not gonna like your pick, you want it to be the person that always loses.
It's true.
Bro. Okay. I think that
That's
one's
good.
pretty good because it can there for a minute.
That's a good pick.
A couple
It's
years ago, it was
definitely
very,
chalky. It's definitely
very
chalky.
annoying.
Definitely chalky.
Okay, and then this is pretty chalky, but I'm gonna go with it just because my returning mail that was vetoed. We talked about the lifeline earlier and how inconvenient it can be when that thing dies. But honestly, what might be worse is having no service. Just having that at your fingertips, knowing that you could be using that, texting, getting updates about whatever,
Mhm.
but you just can't. You did everything right. You had it charged. You were prepared, but it becomes an iPod at that point.
Yeah.
What's y'all's go-to app when you don't have service? What's your
I play Catan on my phone a decent amount.
Oh, is that?
Can you do that no service?
It's a good one.
You can play a certain way. I'm pretty sure you
Against
can
the
play like
computer.
on a plane. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can play against
Oh.
a computer. On like a plane, I'll do
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
And I play a
It
lot.
used to be
nice,
word cookies.
I play a lot of
word cookies?
Yahtzee.
It used to be, but word cookies kind of rubs me the wrong way nowadays.
Luke introduced me to word cookies a while back on a plane ride, and it kind of was nice.
Word cookies.
Yeah.
Solitaire.
I've got this one that's called the hues, something with hues. It's the one where you organize the different shades of the colors and get the gradient going right.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Also,
Yeah.
balloons. You guys ever play balloons?
Balloons.
Blues. This is a
Balloons.
big Blues guy.
Tower
Big
defense.
balloons guy.
I love balloons tower defense.
Dude, 5th period, junior year,
Mm-hmm.
always playing balloons.
Yeah, I ran it back
Cool
recently.
math games. I used to back in the day. This is a big throwback. Donut games. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
It would cost like 99 cents to get the app, but I had a few of them from like App Store cards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So those are still on my phone. Those like dollar games, but
You really still have those?
yeah, I've got
Best.
Spikies, whatever, and the monkey toss.
jumping. Those are the best.
Yeah,
Luke, your 2 picks remind me. I know we got a long pod going here, but I'll try and tell the story quick.
yeah.
Reminds me of the last time Luke visited my house. I was off on like a work volunteer hour,
Holy
and
crap!
we were picking up trash at a park, and Luke had just gotten to the airport. You know, the timing was tough. He was gonna have to hang out at the airport for a little bit while I'm finishing up this work thing. And I keep getting phone calls, but there's really bad service at the park. So I'm like answering them, but I can't hear them. They can barely hear me. So I'm like walking around trying to get service to these different parts. Finally, like some texts start coming through, but I can't reply to them. And basically, apparently the fire department was at my house because someone called the fire department or they got some sort of inkling that there might be a fire. And so I'm the only one of my roommates who's in town. So everyone's relying on me for updates or to check out the house. Meanwhile, Luke is also being notified that our house is by my other roommates who have gotten this alert. Everyone's trying to call me, and I don't know. I finally know the gravity of the situation, but I can't call anyone and get like I can finally get enough service to get a call through, and but I can't communicate. So like I'm calling
Dude.
Luke, and he apparently is just hearing me like barely hearing me.
And some laughter. I get some laughter picked up. Dude,
So it
okay.
just spirals out of control.
Let me tell you my side of the story.
I want to
thought
react.
Clark was dead.
I want to
thought Clark
react
was
more.
dead.
Yeah, sorry.
What'd you say, Rossi?
I was going to say I wanted to react more strongly to that, but like I'm having a hard time believing anything anybody's saying right now.
No, this is legit. I thought
I'm
Clark
just
was
leading
dead.
up to a bit.
So we land. I land in Denver with Zach. I just start getting bombarded from texts from Clark's roommate, and he's like, "Dude, can you get in touch with Clark? Someone broke into the house. Clark might have been working from home. All these things.
Like-
He's just planting seeds in my head, and I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't he answer? And I call him. I can't get him to pick up. Probably 30 minutes go by. We're going to the airport, and I remember turning to Zach. I was like, dude, we might have flew out here just for him to get murdered as soon as we went.
Clark
Like,
died
I
in
was
a house
sick.
fire.
Dude, I was sick, and Clark's roommate wasn't making it any better because he was saying Clark plays disc golf at that park sometimes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everyone's
like, why
spewing
Clark-
these lies. Yeah,
Dude, I had Clark's location.
Was it Tulsa?
Yeah,
It
no,
was
it was
Michael's
Michael.
hoop.
This is my old house, and Michael's like, "Yeah, Clark plays disc golf at that park." So false. This is some random park I've never been to, and so Luke's like, "All right, he got murdered playing disc golf. Playing hooky from work or whatever."
Yeah.
Anyways,
Bro,
Where do you want to go?
dude, it was
that
pretty
just reminded me,
sickening,
man.
though.
Worst of both. I was getting all these calls, couldn't answer them because of no service.
I almost
Right.
think I'd rather have my phone be dead than have no service.
Q,
Hot take. Q, yeah, Q.
thoughts?
You know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it, Rossi.
Thank you.
I think I might. You might have swayed me there. You know? Talking me right
Make
into
some
it.
great points.
Like you're trying to send that text and it's like the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah, no, it's just easy. It's
And then
just
your
like,
phone usually
you
does
know,
die when it's searching for service so much.
Mm-hmm.
right. But then you
Well.
just get to throw it on the couch and go be productive or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with my draft. Clark.
Good late
Alright.
chalk. Good late chalk.
Last round here. I've got a couple. Got a
late
couple that I
chalk?
feel good about. This could be some late chalk. I'm gonna go ahead and take it because it probably resonates more with me than the other ones. And this is one that I've debated in some friend groups lately. So you're traveling. I do a lot of traveling.
Flex.
You're sitting there, you're in your plane seat, got your drink
Flex.
on your seat back table, and the person leans back
Mm-hmm.
Oh
and
yeah.
it scrunches your knees.
Yeah. Tall
And the
guy,
person in front of you is Luke, because he is one of those people
He's a leaner.
He's in
who leans.
I was just gonna say Luke is an alpha through and through, and that right there is proof.
Yep.
Maybe
That's-
I'm just inconsiderate. Maybe,
I-
That's the
maybe
telltale sign of an alpha.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
leaned my seat back.
We know you haven't. You actually tell the person in front of you.
Yeah,
You're like, "Come on."
I'll be in the exit row. I'll be in the exit row, and I'll switch seats with somebody.
Yeah. I'm
maybe
taking
just inconsiderate.
airplane seat lean.
I took a long flight, and I reclined my seat for that, but I made sure the person behind me was a child and
Okay
had
with
plenty of leg space.
Child.
Hey, little
Wow.
kid, you good with me?
No, that's a really
fine.
big.
Do you mind if I?
It's fitting for big XL.
I'm with you, Clark. Yeah, it's been a hot topic lately in the chat,
Mhm.
but
I
I'm
think-
team no lean.
I think I have like longer calves than thighs. So when I put my butt all the way back on the seat, I'm cool with someone
Yeah,
coming in my
what's the average calf to thigh ratio? I'm curious.
lap.
Like knee to
Probably
heel
point.
and then knee to butt.
0.95.
It's got to be.
I don't
pretty
know.
close, right?
I don't know, leg room, like I feel like I have pretty long legs, but it's never been like an issue where I'm like pretty crammed up if I don't
What's
know.
your calf to thigh ratio?
It's the calf to thigh ratio. That's the only thing I can come up with.
CTTR.
All right, Rossi.
Wow, my team's done.
No, it's Q again.
I think
I'm
it's
just
back.
kidding.
Rossi, I will let you go though if you want.
I'm gonna wait. I want to make sure my pick's
Okay.
last, even though I don't want to take it.
All right, that's very respectable. Okay, this one's pretty darn specific. A lot of these were that I'd never even mentioned. When somebody, be it yourself, probably not, or somebody that you share a house with, could be a roommate, could be a wife, leaves time on the microwave.
Ooh.
Mm.
So they hit 30 seconds, warm up a slice of pizza. They hear it popping. They open the door with 9 seconds left. Shut the
Mhm.
door, leave the 9 seconds up there, walk
Mhm.
away. Oh,
Great
Wow.
pick. Didn't even think about
okay.
it.
It's gonna do a few things, right? So first, it's going to make me cancel the 9 to punch in whatever I want whenever I'm ready to heat something up.
Mhm.
And it's going to block that time that I'm always looking for. What time is it? Check the microwave. Can't
True.
see it. Looks like 9 seconds.
That's a great double whammy.
So very specific,
Dang.
but very minorly inconvenient.
Mhm.
Very minorly inconvenient.
Microwave etiquette.
But, yeah.
Microwave.
I like that.
Microwave etiquette. That's
Or is it
100%.
messy?
Microwave.
That's what it is. All right.
It's good.
My pick.
Did I do that too, Q?
I don't think so.
You guys all lived together at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I
a
don't-
year. We had a
I
year
don't-
together.
Just the
That
three?
wasn't directed at you, Clark. Maybe you did. I don't think so, though.
Okay.
I don't think I
I
ever
love
touched
that.
our microwave. I couldn't tell you if we had one.
I don't know where it was. I don't know if I did either.
I
We did. It was right there in that corner by the
Right
rice
when you
cooker.
walk into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
To the right,
rice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have so many left on my list.
That was Clark's baby.
How do I close this thing? All right. Let's think about maybe you're in school, for example.
Yes.
You're working on a group project. It might be like a video project
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm vetoing.
there's
I'm
three,
vetoing, you freak. That is major.
there's
Okay,
it's not what you think it
continue.
is. Not what you think it
Continue.
is.
Continue.
There's three of you. There's three of you working on the project. Every once in a while, there's a fourth one, but usually it's just the three of you.
Mhm.
And you talk about something, and one person's putting in all this work, and the other two people are always berating him, calling him a beta, saying he's doing a bad job. He keeps losing.
I'm
Or
vetoing.
throwing them in the trash.
I'm vetoing the bit.
Throwing them in the metaphorical trash can.
All right. My real one. This is
I'll need a canister.
when you're on Zoom, and one of the people that's on your call, their camera is always just like right.
That was minorly inconvenient.
All right, no. Okay, for real.
Go ahead, Rossi.
Couple throwbacks. I don't know what's gonna play the best or worst. This one's really dumb. I don't know why I like it. Oh man, this is gonna ruin me. You go, I don't even know if this is a problem for people anymore, but you're at your laptop, you're plugging in your microphone, you're plugging in the wireless mouse adapter, you're plugging in a thumb drive, any USB,
Yeah.
try to go plug it in. You never get it on the first try.
I know where this is going. Yep.
You never
Yep.
get it on the first try.
Yep.
If you tell me you do,
Never.
you're a liar. I don't know. If I look at it, I don't know which way the right way is
Right.
Oh yeah.
until I look at the thing and then look at the yeah. So I'm just gonna say
All right.
I had that one.
You hated my pick, but I think I hate that one more than mine. So I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna make myself clear. I don't want to lie to you or hold anything back.
I
You're
respect.
gonna be honest with me.
I want USB
You
etiquette.
think that's convenient?
USB etiquette on the board.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just as convenient as that robocall, the USB etiquette. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
that's
All right,
minor.
shall I
That's
read?
minor, but that is
it's
annoying.
minor.
because
It doesn't happen
that's something
often.
that really does happen.
I'm
It's like,
I'm not plugging in a USB often, but
Right.
Not
dude, I've been
anymore.
there where I plug it, I flip it and plug, and it's still blocking.
it's
I have to
still-
flip
yeah.
it again, back
Yeah.
the first
Right.
way, and I'm like,
it's weird.
Yeah, it's just
weird.
dodging you. It's like
that's a
that.
glitch. That's a simulation glitch.
Mhm.
Right. You guys seen that video where like the person's plugging in their phone charger behind their bed and there's like the little demon that's like making you miss.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that. That's funny.
It's a great video.
That's good. All right. That's my list.
Shall I read off the teams?
If you can, yeah.
Yes.
Good luck.
Oh, I can, and I will. Rossi takes video ads with
Yep.
the 1-1. Waking up minutes before your alarm.
Mm-hmm.
The old green text message.
Mm-hmm.
Self-checkout scanning issues.
Yeah.
Etiquette.
Getting cozy and then having to pee.
Yep.
And I feel like you're gonna get last again.
Don't listen to him, man.
Don't listen to him, man.
You drafted Chick-fil-A in the first round.
And hold on. Okay. I'm good.
Chick-fil-A.
And plugging in the USB. All right.
I can't find the
You-
trash can emoji. I'm trying to find it.
All right.
I'll just
Q.
use the toilet.
I almost picked something trash can related, like for real. And I couldn't because people were like, oh, that's
Taking out the
Rossi.
trash.
No, it wasn't that.
All right. Q takes dead phone,
No ads.
repeating yourself more than once. Remote issues.
Etiquette.
Remote,
Away
yeah,
game.
away game remote etiquette. Not returning the shopping cart
Clark.
like I love to do. Stop sign etiquette and leaving time on the microwave.
I love that
I
last.
took
There's your last place, Rossi. You're in good hands.
Rossi's
I
on his
took-
knees for that last pick, though.
I took craving Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, burnt tongue, sticker goo, can't find the end of the tape, winter indoor temperatures, and airplane seat lean back. All right, Luke
Solid team.
takes daylight savings time, flat soda, driving in the rain, finger in the stranger's photo,
Finger in the photo.
finger in the photo, I guess,
Like,
robocalls,
Or
and
what?
no phone service. How are we feeling?
I like my squad. I don't know how people are gonna vote, dude. I really don't.
I know. I think we could have drafted.
Could have
Like,
gone anywhere.
we could have like a free agent draft and be probably do just as well as anybody else does.
Right.
Yeah, seriously. There's no 1-1. I feel like any of those picks could have been taken first. You're like,
Yeah.
that's minor. That's
Robocall,
minor.
yeah, robocalls could have been a first rounder. That's late chop.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Q,
That
you
is
wanna
right,
rip some?
Tom.
I have a lot written down, so I'll let you guys go first. Q, if you want to start any honorable mentions, and then I'll cross off all
Okay.
the ones that I can.
Yep. kind of alluded to this earlier. A lot of these are pretty specific to my life, but definitely worth honorable mentions. So three of us in this call today are pretty strong
Shopping cart returners. No.
Tennessee Volunteer fans.
Yeah.
Right. Some locals and those that know them well might call them the Vols instead of the Tennessee Volunteers. Call them Vols, right? But way too often do you hear someone mispronounce this, and somehow, some way, they come up with the Tennessee Vols. Now, Rossi, I'm not sure if this is anything you've ever experienced.
I would say Vols.
Yep.
Good.
I know you would. Man. But there's a large population out there that says Vols for some reason. I'm not sure how they come up with that. No one's ever said volunteer.
No.
It's not got an E in it. Like
I would have vetoed that.
I wouldn't have.
That's too far.
I think that's a pet peeve. It doesn't inconvenience you. I don't think.
Absolutely, exactly.
Right.
But it that's why I didn't say it.
But I hate it.
I can tell it makes
but I hate it so much. For me, it's a major one. That's why I didn't say it.
Right.
Yeah, just skin crawl.
Absolutely. That is the worst.
Well said.
Vols.
Anything else, Q?
Is that a thing?
Okay. Yep. This is another one. Pretty specific. Grammar. Kind of a bit of a grammar Nazi and spelling Nazi. Always kind of have been, but this one really gets me. When people say text and use it as the past tense of the word text. So instead of saying texted. Yeah. That's like my mom texted me earlier.
Yeah.
Because it ends in
TEXED. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of those. I could have a whole
very specific, but I
could have a whole draft of those.
Oh yeah, you really could.
Seen that? Ugh.
Rossi, I know you're gonna relate to this one. Toilet paper on backwards.
That was what I was between USB and toilet paper, but I just took a bathroom.
You can't ever figure out how to fit it in the right way, kind of like a USB.
It's over the front.
Over the front, yes. It's always over the front.
Yeah.
Luke, Clark,
so
strong opinions on that?
Yeah. I mean, there's a right way.
Over the front.
There's a right way, but I get the toilet paper either way, so I'm cool with whatever. I'm just thankful
that pretty indifferent.
Toilet paper for the bathroom.
I almost took that one. I didn't want back-to-back bathroom picks. So.
Back-to-back bathroom etiquette. Another one that's super specific. This is the last one. This is petty, to say the least. So we've got I work in a secure space at work that you can't take your phone into. So we've got a phone locker outside, and we've been working in the space for years. And we were like the first ones to move into this space. Ever since day one, I have always put my phone into the same cubby. As of late, we've got some new new faces around. I don't know if that's but they haven't caught on to the homes
hierarchy
we've already claimed. And when that cubby's taken and I can't put my phone there, very minor.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's minor.
That goes back to like elementary school, where you put your coat or your bag.
Yeah, it applies across the board. That's a specific instance of something that
someone takes your
favorite parking
spot
at work. I'm sure you park in the same spot at work every day. That whole same thing.
Or
Rossi,
even like in the lunchroom, your seat in the
your seat at lunch,
college class chair. What do you do for work? Class chair. Q, what do you do for a job? Is this like a health thing or is this like a classified thing, like a security thing?
Yeah, it's a security thing. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. I'll go next. I'll go next on the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Driving in blue service.
Driving in the snow. I put not using a blinker.
Huge. We could have had a whole rant about that.
That irks me so bad.
We still can.
I'm telling you, whenever I don't use a blinker, I feel guilty because I hate it
Same.
so much when someone else doesn't use it.
I
Even
had
if
a
it's
turn
2
signal out
a.m.
for a bit, and I was like, I'm the worst person in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even if
sometimes
it's
you
one
won't do
o'clock,
it
no
because
one's
you
on the
don't
road.
think anyone's around.
Oh, I'll do
And
it in
then-
a subdivision in the middle of the night when there's nobody around. I'll still do it.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I
Hey,
try to. Yeah, I try to, but sometimes, I get a little lazy with it. And then sometimes you get lazy with it, and then you realize someone was behind you, and you're like,
Mhm.
I just did it.
Right.
I'm the one.
I'm him.
Having to poop after you shower.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's major.
That might be major.
That's major veto.
Close.
Rossi actually just sparked this idea with me when he was talking about his last pick. That terrible group member in the group project.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought he was gonna say. Yeah,
That's what I thought it
He
was going with
ghosts you
too.
for the whole project.
That's
you don't hear
major,
from
though.
him.
I'm vetoing that.
I would have gone major. Yeah.
That's
That's
Luke,
why I was saying
that was
I'm
probably
gonna
Luke,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
veto this, you freak.
I feel like that
Was it you, Luce?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I forgot to.
Oh, I got pickleball.
I was
I mean,
supposed to do that.
I was
Wasn't
going
I?
to see a man called Otto again.
No, whenever as far as like GOATcast work does, I definitely do feel like that guy that is. I'm that guy that's definitely bringing the least to the table.
Is it
And
true,
I know
guys?
No,
that.
you bring all the pizzazz though.
I'm the brains, you're the beauty, Clark's the brawn.
Big XL. I'm the
and
I'm the
then-
body weight.
Yeah, yeah. And then my last one, I actually just picked up on this too because we still struggle to this day with this issue. It's just like sometimes you're trying to talk during the podcast and it's hard because other people are talking over people. I cut off Clark like 3 times whenever he was trying to say something earlier, and then it's like you both kind of freeze up, and then it's just kind of a minor inconvenience for everybody because you want everybody to be able to talk when they want, but sometimes you're in the middle of saying something and it's hard to be able to coordinate with others. Just that one, I don't know, that one solid conversation.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Who's next?
Is that all you got? Do you have any more?
Yeah,
Luce?
that is my last honorable mention though. But yeah, sometimes that's tough. I'll think of something and then I'm like, oh, that'd be funny. But it's a minute
Yeah.
later. It's like,
How do I get it in? Yeah.
oh, Rossi said this 2 minutes ago. It was funny.
All about timing.
Rossi, I'll go. So I'm afraid Rossi's going to call some of these pet peeves now.
Yeah.
I think there's a
But
difference.
here we go anyway.
Nobody drafted any in the actual draft that I figured were pet peeves. I think they're all inconveniencing you.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Whatever. I got like your work password reset
Oh,
because
yes.
I use mainly the same ones, but at work I got to reset it every
It's
6 months.
brutal.
And it's
90
got to
days.
That's like
Yeah.
can't be a
this is too
past
close
one.
to your previous password.
Right. So I
Yes, that one's
it's
huge.
Dang,
it's
I haven't
getting out
seen
of
that
hand
issue.
for sure.
I
I
probably
haven't
should.
seen the too close one. Mine is I always just make the number one more higher.
Yeah, but then you need a
than
special
what I-
character sometimes. You got to throw the exclamation point
Yeah.
out there.
That's what I do too, but like yeah.
Like, can't
And
contain
then
anything in the name. Oh,
I can't get it wrong 3 times either or
Right.
else
My college
I'll
one,
look
I mean,
up.
it's up to like 17 or something. And I'm at that point, how do you keep up with
password
I don't
editor.
know, it just all
man.
Which
mixes.
one am I on? So there's that one. This one's
That's
kind
a
of
big
been
thing.
aged out, but tangled earbuds.
Yeah,
That was a
Yeah.
big problem.
but
Mhm.
inconvenient.
We also got okay, so you're driving home from whatever, something really late. It's 2 a.m. and you
Mhm.
hit a red light, and there's no reason for that light to be red. There's no car on the
Mm.
opposite
Civil
approach.
engineer coming out in them.
Mhm.
That's good.
That's so
Very-
minor.
Yeah,
It's
for
only
sure.
it's only like 10 seconds out of my commute, but it's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Where
that
I work-
inconvenience-
Where
Sorry,
I
go
work,
ahead.
half the people don't even stop at red lights, so it's just a health hazard by me.
Mhm.
Sorry for interrupting you, Luke.
No, I interrupted you. I was gonna say that inconvenience led to Clark choosing his career. That's all.
Yeah.
The hell
Yeah,
no.
dude.
He's like, I'm changing.
Um,
All right. Sorry, I cut
Yeah,
you
so
off.
so Clark, enlighten us and the listeners. Some traffic lights are set on timers, and some are actually set
Yeah.
on
So-
sensors.
right. So some usually in like on a smaller road or like a smaller town, it'll
Mhm.
just be a timer. So no matter what, whether there's a car there or not, it'll just switch. And that's what we like to call piss in my mouth.
Is there a
No,
term for that in the
yeah.
industry? Or
Yeah, if you guys didn't,
Just timer rather.
you guys didn't know, Luke is a traffic control officer, or Clark's a traffic control officer for the city of Colorado Springs. The best is
All
the
right.
best is when lights at like 11 o'clock just turn to flashing yellow. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay, I'll keep going. Yeah, these are all pet peeves, man. But I'll rattle them
Sure,
off.
sure.
So when you go to McDonald's and it's like half an hour from being closed and the ice cream machine's broken,
That's an inconvenience.
even though you know it's not.
That's an inconvenience.
Yeah.
That's an inconvenience for sure.
When you're in a car ride with like a bunch of people and someone takes a phone call and the rest of you have to like can't
Yeah.
listen to music, can't talk, you're just
Yeah.
there and you're like,
Inconvenience.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
whatever, captive. You're
Got
held
that
captive
robo.
by their phone call
Yeah.
and they can't read the room.
Luke's
Yeah.
got like Survivor calling him. He's answering the phone. It's robocaller.
Exactly.
I gotta take,
Um,
this. Turn the music down.
Hello?
Probst? Is that you?
Your car has been terrible parking and it
Oh,
renders a spot useless because two people
Yes.
parked too big, or even just one.
mm-hmm.
That little when your stuff falls in between the console and the seat and it's too hard to get out,
The abyss.
the car abyss. Yep, that's
Yeah,
literally what I have
abyss.
written down.
Abyss etiquette.
And paper straws.
Yes.
Straws. Wow.
Yeah.
You don't care about the turtles.
Dude, that might be major. No, that is I don't like that either. I actually thought of one when Clark was talking. This is kind of like a weekend thing. When you're late to breakfast at a fast food place, Chick-fil-A,
Oh.
McDonald's, you're 15
Yep.
minutes late, 10 minutes late. You're like, okay,
Take them out.
You seen Big Daddy, right?
no, maybe not in a decade or so. If I have, Adam Sandler.
The whole bit about he's going to get the kid breakfast, give him some hotcakes. He goes and they say it closed or stopped at 10:30. He thought it was 11 o'clock. He's all mad. Then he talks to the homeless guy in the street. He's like, "What?" He's all upset about it. It's great. It's a great bit.
Hey, I gotta watch.
Clark, anymore?
That's all I got. Rossi, you're up.
All right, so that's a perfect transition. One of mine is people not understanding references I make. That's a very minor inconvenience, but it happens far too often.
Sorry, Rossi.
You're
Being
the
put
old
on,
head, man.
being put on hold is not really a problem anymore, but it's annoying regardless.
That's minor.
Websites, when you go on a website on your phone and they don't have a mobile version of the website, not very common
yeah.
anymore, but drives me crazy. This is kind of like Clark's sticker goo, but like when you peel off the top of like a peanut butter jar or something and it's not a clean rip, or like
Yeah.
Mhm.
like a yogurt, whatever.
Yeah.
Places that are cash only. Face ID issues. Oh, Clark's sharing a video or Clark's sharing something. Item
shit,
unavailable at a
interesting.
restaurant. Kind of whatever. Wet sock.
Wet
sock.
Yeah, wet
sock. I
sock.
saw that one everywhere.
Pretty chalk.
during my
Pretty
research.
chalk. Pretty chalk.
Yep.
Squeaky wheel on a shopping cart or like a sticky wheel on a shopping cart. We talked about shopping carts already. Two-step authorization or whatever. When you go on a website and you have to get a text message to your phone to verify.
Yes.
Brutal. I
We
don't know
like
if that
that.
happens to everybody, but every website at work I use uses that, and it's obnoxious. A little too niche.
That's secure.
See, my problem with that is, what about those that don't choose or that choose not to have a cellular device? Same for
True.
anyone that doesn't have a smartphone
Yeah.
in this generation is kind of
Mhm.
Oh, you're talking
put
to the
into
right
that
person.
as well. Like
What do you do?
yours.
Email? Yeah.
If we switch to digital tickets at my work for athletic events, the world would end because our fan base is a lot of older people and they complain if anything's on the internet. They call us to check scores. It's
Really
brutal.
to check scores.
Like they'll be like, "Oh, who do we play this week? What time's the game?" I'm like, "Go to the website," and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't have a computer."
Yes.
Did we win last night's game? And if so, by how much?
Correct. That kind of stuff. It's terrible. So that's
No
a
way.
minor inconvenience, but a little too
Can I
niche
get
for
the
mine.
stats from last night's game?
I don't know if Luke has this problem, but every time I go see a movie, with the exception of the new Avatar movie, I have to pee halfway through the movie, regardless of how long the movie is.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
hate
what's
pretty good
the inconvenience? Your bladder?
my bladder. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That does suck.
one more, I'll say quickly. You got a trash can next to you. Might have my face on it. Little ball of paper. Maybe you're walking by at work. You toss it, hits the rim, falls on the ground. You gotta go grab it, set it back in
It's
there.
the
I know Luke never misses when he shoots, but some of
Yeah,
us,
Luke,
some
yep,
of us
you've
aren't
done that.
perfect.
Luke never misses, and Clark never picks it up if he misses.
Yeah, I believe it, Roger.
And I watch other people miss, and I grab it for them and throw it away.
Yeah. God, you're good.
All right, that's all I got.
Shoot it.
This took forever.
I'll rebound. I'll rebound.
You rebound.
This took forever. Call me Kevin Love.
This was a great one.
This
I had
was
a lot of
actually
fun
really
with
fun.
this
This was definitely one of the more fun ones to discuss as a group.
Yeah. I think this will be a really good listen.
Luke, if people are still listening to this, like shout out to you guys.
They
Yeah.
are.
We sold out of our merch. We're reordering already though. There's still people lining up to get shirts. People have been
Really?
posting the shirts. Feel free to post your shirt on your Instagram story. We'll
Yeah,
share
we'll
that.
share it. Mhm.
We'll share it.
Have you guys considered doing like an email distribution for those that don't have Instagram or other social media outlets?
You
We'll
can
think
call
about it.
us.
Luke's
Call
gonna
you.
set up a hotline.
I'll set up a hotline.
We'll
I
have a
promise I'm
voicemail.
not a robocaller.
You can call
1-800
in.
GOATcast.
Yeah, 1-800-GOATcast. But for real, Q, thanks for joining again. Do you have
Thanks for having me.
any parting remarks? Anything you'd like to give to the people? Say to the people.
Any parts?
No, it's been a pleasure discussing our minor inconveniences together. I better understand each and every one of you and know what not to do around you. So-
Mhm.
Yeah, don't come to a stop sign by me. I thought I was being
Oh,
nice this
no,
whole time, and
this
it turns
is
out I'm ruining people's days.
yeah, this is worth mentioning. When I forgot to say, if someone is clearly in the wrong on their wave, I will just sit there and
Yeah, you point it.
I'll shake my head.
No,
That's
it's not my turn.
That's smart of you to do. All right.
You
Well,
just
thanks,
wave
guys.
And
Oh.
I think in doing that, I'm making the world a better place.
Thanks, Q.
Darwinism. Survival of the fittest. All right. Thanks,
Thank
guys,
you,
for
guys.
listening. Thanks, Q. From all of us here. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Clark.